O'Malley just had potentially one of the biggest announcements of her social media career thus far, and so many people are so happy for her, but I know some people who are not going to be as happy. So let's talk about it. Before we continue, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss all the tea, gossip, news, how you can monetize your social media, all the stuff. It costs you nothing to hit subscribe, but it means everything to me. So if you could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it. So first we need to back up and talk about Alex Cooper for a second, because that's going to be important to Grace O'Malley's news that we're going to discuss in a second. Alex Cooper is the CEO, founder of Unwell, which has a bunch of different podcasts inside of her Unwell group. The main one being Call Her Daddy, which she is the co-host of. Now, Alex Cooper is a very smart businesswoman. Alex Cooper also used to work for Barstool Sports like Grace O'Malley did. And as we know, just a few days ago, Grace O'Malley announced that she was leaving Barstool after she said in her original post that started this whole fiasco that she was planning to stay with Barstool and open up her own podcast, which Dave was in supportive of. This is the 3-page IG story that Grace put out, and in this, right over here, she says that she is still planning to work with Barstool and start something new, open her own podcast, whatever, but she does not plan on leaving Barstool Sports at this time. Now, this was just like 2 weeks ago. The thing to note is that Alex Cooper just posted this last night, which is a phone call with Grace O'Malley for 38 minutes, and Grace O'Malley reposted this to her IG story, and this is what the video did. But if you haven't seen, Grace O'Malley is joining the Unwell group with Alex Cooper. Now, there's some things we need to know and some things that we need to talk about, and some things I want to know your opinion about with this situation that's going on here. Now, one of the theories that's going around is that Dave did not actually fire Grace, which he says he didn't fire her. But what the theory is now is that maybe Alex Cooper saw how terribly the BFF podcast spoke about Grace during Brianna Chicken Fry's Tell All. Maybe she reached out to her after this podcast, said, hey, we would love to have you on Unwell. If you decide to leave Barstool, let me know. And maybe she put the little bug in Grace's ear to leave Barstool and come over to work with her, because Alex Cooper's smart. Grace O'Malley's big right now. She's gained over almost 200,000 followers on TikTok in the past couple of weeks. And she's a big name, and she wants to start her own podcast, and she's funny, which Alex Cooper does not have any really funny podcasts under her right now, so that would be a great addition to them. So I'm wondering if Alex Cooper is not the reason that kind of nudged Grace into finally leaving Barstool Sports, because, you know, Grace was not happy there anyways with everything going on. And obviously Dave sides with Brianna as much as he says he doesn't. He's closer to Brianna. He says he's closer to Brianna. Now, he may not side with anybody, but him and Brianna are closer than him and Grace. So I see why she wanted to leave Barstool in the first place. But I just wonder if Alex acted quickly after Grace posted that post that she was leaving Barstool Sports, or if Alex Cooper was the reason Grace decided to leave Barstool Sports in the first place. But here's the funny part about this whole thing that no one's caught on to yet. Alex has a bunch of other podcasts underneath her, one of them being In Your Dreams, obviously Call Her Daddy, which is their biggest one, and Alex is the host of that one. Boyfriend Material, Pretty Lonesome, but also Hot Mess by Alex Earl. Do you know who is on Hot Mess by Alex Earl? Literally the last episode that was aired. Brianna Chicken Fry, which she was not talking about Grace on this podcast. She was talking about her and Zach Bryan and that relationship and the DV that went on there and the whole situation with that. So she wasn't talking about Grace on this podcast, but I just find it very funny and ironic that Brianna was just a guest on one of the Unwell podcasts, and now Grace is leaving Barstool because of Brianna. And Brianna was just on a podcast with the company Grace is now going to work for. Grace is going to do just fine on her own. Now, there's so much more to go into on this, but that is the gist of the whole Grace O'Malley is now going to be an Unwell group member, and she's going to start her own podcast. She's going to add a funny element to it. I think she's going to flourish and do great. Let me know what you think in the comments about this. Hit that subscribe button, and we will be doing more on Grace O'Malley, Brianna Chicken Fry, Unwell, the whole tea and gossip. We will do more on that. But for now, this is it, and I hope you all have a great day, and thank you for watching.